Hey everyone, my name is chaoticwolph and welcome back to Homestuck. We are currently in Act 6 Intermission 2 with our beta kids as Rose tries to explain, I guess, how stuff works because she's like the most knowledgeable one of all. And it's been a whole year already since we've been on this crazy 3-year journey. Meanwhile, I don't know what's going on here. The drow with his fabulous hat is up to no good. Instead, it remains in its most basic form, stuck in eternal stalemate. There's nothing players in a void session can do to change this. Right, we were talking about no session of void sessions, and we didn't finish, well, Rose didn't finish explaining everything that was going on. They're resigned to live out the rest of their days in a dead-end session. Still waiting to hear how this in any way an improvement on all the shit we just escaped from. It's a vast improvement. The new session is a blank slate. Without a ridiculously short time limit for a victory like ours had. There will be no time limit at all, in fact. But there's also no point, right? Because there's no... well, right, because there's no way to win, right? I don't know, whatever. Once we arrive, ostensibly, that is when the nature of the session will change. It won't be classifiable as either a null or void session anymore. Oh. It will be something which, as far as I can tell, is unique. The fully matured battlefield from our session can be used to make the new one viable. The path to success will be made possible by a combination of efforts and assets from both iterations. Usually scratch sessions are absolute resets and involve no direct influence from the first attempt at all. I can't find any precedent for our situation. Jade has our battlefield, right? Yes. So she shows up and drops it in Skya, and then we take the result of all that damn frog breeding we did and stick the thing in there somehow. And we sit back and wait for it to do its huge ribbit or whatever, and we're golden. Pretty much. As long as there is an actual vacancy in the center of Skya when we get there. So you're saying as long as there's no battlefield, they can stick their own battlefield in there. And I'm pretty sure the drow just blew it up, so there's no battlefield. Is that going to be a problem? I don't think so. Even if it were, it would be a trivial obstacle. But as it is, I think the forces opposing these players are clandestinely working toward the same goal as we are. From what I can tell, gestures of antagonism, while certainly posing legitimate danger, have been factored in as critical stepping stones to one destination shared by all parties. I don't know why that is, or what the motives are yet. The appearance is one of clear sailing ahead, but traces of conspiracy are everywhere. Okay, but conspiracies aside, did it ever really look like clear sailing to you? That's not what I was seeing. We're going to arrive, and then soon after, Jack is going to show up, and then we have to beat him, right? So there kind of is a time limit. Yes, meanwhile, PM is also hot on his tail. Yes, we will have to deal with Jack before all is said and done. And that will definitely be a major challenge, but it is not impossible, at least not by design. When I said there would be no time limit in this session, I was talking about something more specific. There will be no reckoning. Oh, why not? It's a logical consequence of any void session. The battlefield never evolves, and therefore the more extensive war between Prospit and Durst never takes shape. It is only when the Prospition King falls in battle that the reckoning can be initiated by the forces of Durst. The meteors then rush to destroy the battlefield, while Skya redirects them through defense portals for as long as it can. Thus, if there is no war, there is no reckoning, no meteors, and no imminent threat of failure. This is of course good news for Earth as well. During the reckoning, Skya redirects all incoming meteors to the only place it can, Earth. So it turns out that players who initiate a void session are not actually condemning their home planet to an apocalyptic wasteland after they leave. In the new instance of our universe, Earth is just fine. Sort of. So, no meteors came at all. You mean by fucking up and having to scratch we also sort of saved Earth in the process? I know guys, it's a miracle of some sort. Again, sort of. And it's not that there were no meteors whatsoever. Just the vast majority of the destructive onslaught never showed up. But delivering the temple to the site of the forge is still integral to jumpstarting the session. That meteor, however, could have been propelled through a portal by any means, not just via the reckoning. I see. What about the players themselves? they had to arrive by meteors too, didn't they? I guess the baby meteors were some exceptions too, right? Yes, but they weren't flung through portals in their own session, nor would they be created there. They were created in our session, and sent back through our portals, just like us. Yes, back when John made all the ecto babies. To understand what happened, it really helps to understand exactly what a scratch is. When John severely damaged the beat mesa on your planet and sent it off to Skya to release its temporal energy there, you could view it as a kind of request. We were asking Skya to change everything at a fundamental level, and we gave it the energy to do so. But Skya is a very passive entity. It only knows and sees, but it never quite acts. When it is asked to change everything, there's only so much it has control over. In fact, it has control over exactly one thing: the defense portals. It can decide to send important meteors to different points in time than originally planned, thus creating alternate realities, offshoots of promise rather than futility, and it turns out the most important meteors of all tend to be the ones delivering the young players to their planet. So all it has to do to change everything is tweak their destination times a bit. All eternally prompted changes in the post-Scratch universe are decided entirely by this modest adjustment to the parameters. It's a very simple concept, actually, yet the consequences are dramatic. It results in not only a hard reset for the session, but a partial reset for the universe too, due to the many causal entanglements between a session and its originating universe. What do you mean, tweak the destination times? Where did it get sent to? A variety of different time periods. The simplest way to look what? Is that a typo? The simplest way to look at it is to picture the original destinations of our two groups of 4 ecto babies and switch them. What? Though this is just a slight oversimplification, while it's roughly true, Skya had some peculiar whims this time. Whims, okay. So these are the alpha kids, and these are the beta kids. And I don't know what this means. Is it showing like how the babies were made? Maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing these are the timelines. Not quite sure. And then there's different... What? Wait, hold up. This is pre-Scratch. Okay. This is post-Scratch. Okay. My god, this is redonkulous. What? Hold up. This is Jane, right? This is Jake, I think? They make... I don't know what this means. It just means they got sent to different times. Okay, hold up. So originally, the Guardians were sent to the past, and then the kids were sent to a later time, so that makes sense. And then post-Scratch, they're sent all over the goddamn place. Because these kids were sent to the past, so therefore they're the Guardians, and then they're sent to the later time. And then, but for some reason, these guys are sent way in the future. What the hell? And then these guys are sent just a little bit before these kids. Wow, that is so messed up. While most landed in time periods corresponding with the original group, it seems that 2 of the new players arrived 4 centuries ahead of everyone else. Wow. For some bizarre reason. But they're still apparently able to communicate with their co-players through, I guess, some Trollian-like technology, and they're still able to establish game connections with the others. So this stands as an odd but not otherwise terribly significant detail. So, in this alt-universe group of us and them, which ones are the actual players? I'll give you a hint. It isn't us. Fuck. Why did I know that was gonna be the answer? And to think that usually I'm the one accused of knowing the future? I don't know if I'm ready to process the ramifications of this bullshit. Neither am I, Dave, okay? But it is what it is. You would find it less disconcerting if the players were alternate versions of us? Man, at least I'm used to dealing with alt Daves. I've been fucked deep in alt Daves before. It's a goddamn delight if you want to know the truth. But I don't even know what to think about... What? Meeting a deceased figure of authority as a peer? Let's not even talk about it, okay? Can we slow down this meteor, delay the meetup, maybe fight Jack for a little while? I honestly thought you would find the idea exciting. I know I'm looking forward to it. But your mom was just a nice alcoholic spinster who liked wizards who you complained about for no reason. She wasn't anything like an untouchable master of irony who could replace the meat in your sandwich before it even occurred to you what the fuck you were chewing. Let me ask you this. Did your mom ever wiggle a puppet in your face even once? Not that I recall, but anecdotes like that just make me more curious to meet him personally. Fine, well, you could be on bro duty then. I'll be the ambassador to your mom. And no, that wasn't actually meant as the sick burn it sounded like. She's like your mom too though. Yeah, I know, I'll be the ambassador to my mom then. That sounds pretty stupid when I say it that way. Whatever. I'll be the fucking one-man welcome wagon for the John and Jade teen old people and also our mom, that's the plan. So when we finally see them, we can get our shit into formation like trained acrobats. Like, I'll blow a whistle and we make a human period. Got it? That way we can totally avoid anything awkward. You do realize we've seen her already, right? What? When? Months ago? In a dream? She was floating along in Durst pajamas? Asleep? Wait, that was her? Yes. Oh. Huh. You're wondering why I didn't tell you? No. You're specifically wondering why I wasn't forthcoming with an answer to your question at the time. Hey, who was that choice babe in the pajamas? Dave, you just unwittingly complimented your mom in a really weird way. God fucking damn it. You don't find it nostalgic at all? Retracing the steps of some of our Freudian semi-blunders in conversations past? No, what a load of shit. Stuff said between you and me before we knew we were related. We both know that was a lot of horseplay, bullfuckery between like smartass 10-year-olds or whatever. You can't seriously have taken any of that seriously. Don't ever do that. All of these fucking mom traps and sister traps? What a joke. I hope Sky gets to have a good laugh over shit like this. Wait, I forgot Sky doesn't laugh. It just sees and knows. It's like a huge blue perv that's mad jazz for a kid cess. I mean, have you seen the shows? It's like all cess there. What are you people even talking about? Don't you wink at her. Can I? Here's a pro tip. That wink meant Jack Dick. She's just being weird. I feel as though this conversation has utterly outmaneuvered my constructive involvement. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm pretty much outie here. Outie too. Got some shit to attend to after you. That was weird. Oh, Carcat, what the hell? You blocked my transportalizer! Why does that always happen? Everybody out of the goddamn way. I got a lab full of humans, a mouth full of yelling, and a tortured psychological profile full of totally hysterical emotions and unaired grievances at practically everybody. Carcat is broken, guys. Yeah, okay, hold on. If I can settle down a tick, I should be able to make more sense shortly. Just one huff, huff. Maybe you should lie down on the couch. Fuck! Wheeze! No. Dude, what is the matter with you? Wow, okay, that was a pretty terrible entrance. Anyway, where was I? I don't know, Carcat, where was you, besides yelling? No, but I was just leaving. Not so fast, Strider. This heavily concerns you. It concerns you exclusively, in fact. Where do you think you're going? Just stepping out to do a thing which is not your business. Like my inflamed, quaking gal sphincter, it's not. Tell me, are you by any chance going to have some company when you step out to do this thing? Notice the two heavily dramatized enclosure talons surrounding that word, which I am scornfully pantomiming with my own two hands, as presently being demonstrated for you. Yeah, sure. Oh, who would that be, may I ask? Well, probably the mayor. He's usually down for whatever. I'm not talking about the fucking mayor, and you fucking know it. Hey, don't be saying shit about the mayor. The mayor rules. He's like my best fucking friend. Oh, Dave and WV, best friends. BFFCs forever. He's not a mayor. He's the mayor of Fuck Stick Junction, located smack dab in the middle of pretend-ass nowhere. He's a mayor, you douche. His thing says mayor. It says mayo, and he wrote the R himself. He's at best a mayo, and who ever heard of a mayo? It's every bit as imaginary as his identity as an elected official. No, mayo is like grub sauce, but without grubs. Who the fuck ever heard of grub sauce without grubs? What's it made of, Dan Genius? Like, I don't know, it's white and it just sort of exists. You don't ask about mayo, that's not what you do with mayo. Isn't it funny how quickly your bullshit unravels when someone intelligent actually holds you accountable? You're a fucking busted Strider, you are busted about mayo, and you are busted about Trezzy. You're pathetic. This is why you all stormed in here out of breath. What do you actually sprint all the way across the meteor to tell me this? What I do with my legs and how fast I move them is my business, you shit. Yeah, and what I do with mine is mine. Watch me make them make me leave. I said stay your ass put, we're talking here. Dude, don't touch my cape. Huh? What? I can't believe I seriously just said dude, don't touch my cape to somebody and I was serious about it. Quote Dave, dude, don't touch my cape. Okay, look, I'm nowhere near your precious stupid cape. Just listen. Before you go off to snog Trezzy in your idiotic little village of nutrition cylinders, hear me out. Man, you are so overblowing this. But I don't think that I am. Yeah, you are. You have some idea about us or what we're getting up to? So we've done a few dates together to pass the time, so what? I don't even think you could call them dates or anything. What the fuck would even qualify as a date on this gross dark meteor? Dave, can we just cut the shit? I am not an imbecile. You are both plainly tipping into flush territory, irrespective of environmental factors or whatever lame conditions it is humans believe to be optimal for pursuing a mate-split ship. Anyone can see that. It's the shittiest kept secret on this meteor. Probably even the fucking mayor gets it. And let's face it, he's a little slow. Hey, don't you dare say that about WV, okay? My sweet little WV who just got healed from a very fatal wound. Do you really think you could pull the Woolbeast material over the eyes of a hardened veteran of romantic studies? We have one of those? We have one of those, and apparently Karkat is that very thing. I have seen thousands of troll romance films. Oh, I forgot about that. Way back when we were first introduced to him, he did say that he was, he has seen a lot of romance films. Each dealing with topics far more subtle and complex than your pedestrian human mind could ever grasp. And in case you forgot, I've already watched hundreds of your more primitive but moderately entertaining romance films. Remember how I downloaded a fuck ton of them after discovering your species? I am a curious man, Dave. You could learn from me. Yeah, I remember. Haven't you only watched a bunch of shitty Dane Cook movies on infinite loop since we left? You're severely exaggerating, but yes, I have sampled his work. Dude, you know you're only pretending to be a huge fan of his bullshit to piss me off. Again, look at how self-absorbed you're being. I happen to think he has a brilliant comedic mind for a human. Ugh. It turns out that exact sentence is my one weakness. You win, bro. You got your girl back. Oh, shut up. I am not here to debate you on the finer points of cinema or to get my girl back. How desperate do you think I am? I'm actually here to do the opposite. I wanted to tell you I'm totally okay with it. Are you sure that's what you want to say, Karkat? Don't pull a Jane here. Oh. Okay then, but just listen and try to keep an open mind. I know that's hard for you. Here, please take a look at this. I know what he did. He drew another chart. He drew another shipping chart. Oh my god, it's worse than I've ever imagined. What the hell was this? Who is supposed to be who? What even? Oh no, what the hot mess of fresh fuck am I looking at? It's an Alternian romance novel. Now look, I'm not vouching for this particular piece of literature. It's actually pretty trashy, and if you're interested, I could recommend much better things to you. It's just this one illustrates the concept very clearly. What concept? It's a pretty typical case of quadrant vacillation as applied to an overlapping group of romantic pairings. You lost me at quadrant. For future reference, that's the word that always lets me know it's time to check out of a sentence. Will you pipe down and just hear me out? It's really simple. Think of it as being similar to one of your primitive human love triangles. Though this is a quadrangle, those are much more common in our society and entertainment, and 4 is pretty much the minimum value for love, hate, and drangles. God damn it. Now here's what's actually going on with this group of characters. Pay attention. Hey, look at me. Eyes over here. Good. See the two heroes in the middle? Partaking in their flush embrace? Pretty much your typical low-blood red rob pairing. Their dynamic is the grub loaf and tuber paste of the overall arc. He's seen this movie like a gazillion times. He knows it by heart. But what have we here? There are some nefarious high-bloods in the picture too. This is where it gets interesting. The guy on the left is an old Calignius flame from the male low-blood's past and has re-entered the picture. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. He can continue to court his mate spirit and Kismesis without conflict. It's a perfectly amicable arrangement that everyone's totally down with. What is that huge beefcake troll even doing? Is he grinding against the little dude's shoulder? What is even going on? Why the fuck is he nude? No questions yet. So then, that's all fine. Pretty boilerplate conditions for unfolding rom drama, but there's a twist. The male high blood and low blood start to have flush feelings for one another, and this results in some red infidelity between the low blood pair. Obviously, this is where the fireworks start going off. The red feelings between the low bloods turn to black, and thus begins what is referred to as quadrant vacillation. Meanwhile, the two males are also vacillating between red and black, because you don't just let go of a rivalry so easily. What is going on with the other chick? All grabbing at the other one down there in the corner. Yeah, well, it gets even more complicated than that, probably more than needed for the sake of making the point. In the heat of their vacillation during an especially black phase, the low-blood female waxes red for a notorious and especially brutal high-blood female, so they have their thing on the side. But even that starts vacillating too because the original pair just keeps spitting like a top. We don't need to get bogged down in the quadrangle dynamic though, and for our purposes, the fourth party is a distraction. Our purposes? What the fuck are our purposes? The thing is, vacillation always adds a lot of drama to everything, but that doesn't mean it can't be viable. It can totally work, and everyone can be reasonable about it. It really just comes down to a matter of sensible scheduling. I know what Karkat is aiming for here. He's trying to get Dave and Terezi into some kind of weird angle relationship. You must be out of your fucking mind if you think I want to know where you're going with this. Dave, please, just read the book, okay? It's all in the book. Oh, it's a book. I thought it was a movie. You know he's read that book a gazillion times. Oh my god, that book looks really thick. Who grabbed it though? Was it Rose? I bet she's like, I'm into that shit, give it to me. I'm not reading that shit? I can't even read your stupid troll language? Why would you think I can? I think you should reconsider. I can translate for you. Oh my god. I'll read the whole damn thing aloud if you want. Karkat, you're way too dedicated to this. Seriously, it could really expand your limited human think pan on stuff. There's a lot here that's applicable to our situation. There is nothing even slightly applicable about any of that bullshit to our situation. Don't be dense, of course there is. Terezi and I have been on the verge of vacillating like this for a long time. It's about time we kill the suspense and just acknowledge it. You and she seem bent on developing something in the flush quadrant, and like I said, I'm fine with that. If we can just get our shit straightened out, we can be like these vacillating pairs that alternate between red and black, but in a way that's complementary with each other's patterns. Oh my god, why is this happening? Like while she and I are black, you and she are red. But then when she and I are red, you and she... I don't know if humans are really capable of black feelings. I guess that's up to you. Maybe you can just like set those periods out, like take a break, you know? You've completely lost the dude? I can't believe for a fucking second this is reasonable shit to propose even on Troll World. You just totally snap. Snap like a fucking fox. This makes perfect sense. Like I said, it's just a matter of responsible scheduling. Here, let me show you. I need some paper. Where's some paper? Ugh! He's actually gonna draw like a whole flow chart and everything, how to do it. Look, it's perfectly simple. Hang on while I draw the guidelines. Oh, no, you are not making another shipping grid, dude. It's not a shipping grid, just some rows and columns for a schedule. It's a grid! You're drawing a goddamn grid! I'm not letting you draw a grid for this stupid shit. Come on, look here. These are the days of the week, then we each have rows for those days, and we can draw a heart or spade for any given day. That way we know what's up in advance and avoid unpleasant conflicts. Put the fucking pen down! Did you even ask Terezi about this? I don't think she'd be into it. Hey, cut it out. Don't touch me. Do not draw a shipping grid. Do not do it. It's not a shipping grid, you obtuse fuck. This is fucked up. Put it down. No, you are not drawing a grid to organize our goddamn dating lives. That is some straight up crackpot motherfucking noise I will not abide. Fuck you, let me draw. Stop drawing the shipping grid. It is not a shipping grid. This is not shipping, you highness tool. This is common sense. You would not draw anything that even remotely resembles a grid. It's not a grid, I tell you that. Do not draw an arrangement of squares or otherwise interlocking polygons. Let go. You will not draw a spreadsheet for the purpose of allocating time spent with a mutual girlfriend, you horse's ass. That is exactly the shit I do not want to see. Look, I just drew a square. Get ready to see a lot more of those. No, stop. Do not draw any additional squares. Do not draw any quadrilaterals or trapezoids or rectangles or fucking andrangles, and especially as fuck not any goddamn rhombuses. I don't want to see your lines making any right angles. Do you understand? In my mind's eye, I am picturing a beautiful lattice of lines and compartments interlocking with sublime precision at 90-degree angles. I imagine this modular reticulation as an elegant vessel, if you will, for the grand synthesis of our shared shipping dreams. No, that is the perfect example of what you shouldn't be drawing. Yes. No. Fuck yes. Ooh, look, another square. Sort of. Kinda wobbly. I'll have to do. No, you fuck. Wait, I think it's coming. Here comes. My first ship is going in the square. Put the goddamn pen down, you piece of shit. Hell no. Yes. What is your problem? Ow, fuck. Someone stop these. Stop him. Stop this ridiculousness. This is so sick. Does she even know you're doing this? Doing what? Splitting up her time in a grid for your stupid rotating hate day plan? She will soon enough. What a presumptuous sack of shit. Put the pen down. No, I'm drawing. Step away from your dumb, ugly scribble grid. Get lost. You're messing up Rose's book. You smell bad. Don't talk to me about rank smells. You are the fucking big man of smelling bad. You dominate the paint with your stonk. My Lucius brought things home that smelled more appealing than you. Important fact. 100% of what he brought home was either a dead animal or literal feces. Oh yeah, well check it out. You smell like if someone took a dump on a butt. How can she stand you with her sensitive nose? Have you ever even washed that ridiculous outfit? They're magic fucking pajamas. They stay like perma clean or something. They're enchanted and comfy as fuck. Give me the pen. No, it's mine now. I'm keeping it on principle. Carcat, whoa man, what are you doing? Why are you drawing all these human dicks? How do you even know what they look like? What have you been watching? I'm not drawing those, you're making me draw them, stop that! No way, this book is like our fight-filled Ouija board of cock. Ah, stop! No, don't, no, fuck. Okay, no, you drew that one, don't pretend you did it. Are you sure, man? That's the spooky thing about penis Ouija, you can never be sure who did the dicks. Was it you? Or me? Or maybe a ghost? Fuck! Let go of me. Give me the pen. No. Yes. No. Yes. Fine, take it! No. What? We're still drawing. What the hell? Let go. Are you kidding? This is like a fucking masterpiece. We have to see this through. I'm trying to let go of the stupid pen, but you won't let me. We are in the shit now. We are motherfucking entrenched in this bitch. You crazy fuck. We're running out of room, bros. Can you turn the page for us? Ah! This is crazy, messed up, but also kind of funny. This altercation is becoming uncomfortably physical. Get the fuck away from me. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Shut up and draw another penis. You don't even understand the social implications of all this hostile touching and grabbing, do you? I don't feel that way about you, Strider. Just step off. Bonk. What the hell? Are you biting his cape? He said don't touch his cape, man. Man, if you want to look at this that way, then that's your business. This is just an old-fashioned beatdown where I'm from. Deal with it. Why don't you old-fashioned go fuck yourself? Stop biting my cape. Fuck you. Kanaya, she's like, which is it, guys? Which is it? Ah, shit. Struggle. Did Rose take the book? I think she took that romance novel. Majestic, whatever's going on here. Absolutely majestic. Are you serious? Dude, unreal. You're like a cape magnet. Hold still. Oh, he's gonna suplex him. Hump. Suplex! Oh, is that arm again? And that's gotta be Miss Paint's arm, right? I mean, who else is it? I don't understand. It does look kind of like a cat hand though. Like a kind of like a cat paw? I don't know. Booyah! A booyah! I'm surprised the table didn't break. Oh, so what the hell is that? Oh, it's a cup. I was like, it looks like a little briefcase. Oh, Trezzy, where'd you come from? Everybody stop what you're doing immediately. Whatever it might be, another dream bubble is approaching rapidly. Everyone, man your stations! By which I mean go about your business as usual, I guess, unless you want to meet up here and check it out. Over! Oh, Cherezi, you don't even know what the hell kind of weird stuff is going on. Oh, look, year 2, guys. That was fast. 2 years of this bullshit. Can you believe this crap? If I was like Kanai, I'd be like, I'm so tired. I just want to leave this crap. Or, you know, find Gamzee and chainsaw murder him. MMORPG. Log in, no, what the hell? Ghostbusters 2. John, I really think we are scraping the bottom of the barrel here. No way, this game rules. I just never gave it much playing time before because, well, I guess I always had better things to do. That's sort of my point. Where did you even get this? Years ago I found it in a store on the bargain rack. It was only $1. Isn't that awesome? I think there's a reason it was $1. Nah. Are you guys playing with all the other, like, citizens that were in all the different planets? Glub glub glub. I don't understand anything. I don't really think this is my kind of game, but I will play it with you today because it is technically your birthday. Yes, you won't be disappointed. How many people did you get to play this? I don't know, I only showed it to a few people, but I guess hundreds are playing it now. Nobody is very good at it though. I keep trying to tell the salamanders and chess guys not to cross the streams, but they keep crossing the streams. Just between you and me, I think a lot of them aren't very bright. Why can't you cross the streams? Jade, please, it is just something you can't do when you're a ghost buster, because it spells big trouble, everyone knows that. Oh my god, they're all just playing games here. Oh, at least John and Jade are having a relatively good time in these 2 years. You should hurry up and make a character already so we can get started. I'm working at it! There are so many options! What kind of Ghostbuster should I make? It's just any old Ghostbuster as long as he looks awesome and like he means business. I would begin organizing our squad. What do you have to do? Well, first we need to buy an old abandoned fire station to use as a headquarters. Luckily, half the city is composed of abandoned fire stations that are for sale. This game is actually really stupid in a lot of ways now that I think about it. No! Hey, shut up, I take it back. It's great in every way. Sure, John, whatever you say. Okay, now I have to find us a mission. Gotta hire a sassy secretary. Just have to peruse this extensive palette of sarcastic red-headed ladies. Okay, here's a good one. Then we wait for a phone call. This can take anywhere from 10 seconds to several hours. Are you serious? But that's fine. There's lots to do in the station to kill time. Like talk to Slimer and get... oh, Slimer? Talk to Slimer and get slimed by a Slimer. Okay, I guess that's pretty much all there is to do. What about that fire pole there? Can't you go down the fire pole? The fire pole is strictly decorative. Are you almost finished making your character? Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm pretty happy with him. What the hell? Harley. I just want to know why you didn't choose a human head, but I guess whatever. Jade, that is absolutely the shittiest Ghostbuster I've ever seen. No way! Yes, it is so yes way. He's adorable. What are you even talking about? Jade, I thought you were going to take this game seriously? That is not a serious Ghostbuster. No ghost could possibly fear that thing. I don't want ghosts to be afraid of him. I want to make friends with some ghosts, if at all possible. It is not possible. Ghosts are known to be cruel and mischievous. They will not want to befriend your Foxman. They will only want to cover him in slime and then fly away. I really think you should consider redesigning him. Nope, I'm keeping him. Okay, well, if you want to turn our squad into a fucking joke, then that's your business. Shut up or I'll give him a pink jumpsuit. Ugh! But seriously, those head swap options are for such noobs. I feel it's only fair to warn you. I think I will manage to survive the embarrassment in front of a bunch of salamanders and crocodiles. Okay, fine. You get a pass, but only because you yourself are a furry. Thank you, Snicker. What? Nothing. Is someone messaging you through the game? Hey, who is it? Damn it, Jane. It's Dave Sprite, he's playing too. Oh. Don't tell him any of our strategies, he's the enemy. We have strategies? Okay, first, tell him we have strategies, then don't tell him them. Oh god, what is it now? Did you know Dave Sprite is a funny guy? Well, Dave Sprite is basically Dave. Meh, he's alright, I guess. I give most of his jokes a passing grade, sometimes as high as a solid B+. I just told him he said that. That's fine, he and I keep no secrets. Dave Sprite says to tell you you're basically welcome for being born 14 years ago and 1 year ago, you ungrateful douche. What? Oh, like him taking credit for my existence isn't so old by now. Hey, Jade, why do you still call him Dave Sprite? Because he is Dave Sprite? I just call him Dave. Isn't that easier? I mean, he is Dave after all, right? Well, yeah, but he's kind of different from Dave. Psh, he is so not different. Dude is just a magical orange Dave with wings. And also says call sometimes. I know, but there are other differences. Well, they are from different timelines, so they probably seen different things together. The hell? You guys are... Wow. They really, you know, got all the gaming gear all decked out here. Like what? It's hard to explain. Just some slight differences in personality, I guess. He still raps sometimes. Yes. So? I just thought I would mention that. Okay, I will admit I can't really tell if his rapping style has changed. Trust me, it hasn't. I don't know if the differences are because he is a sprite, or because he lived for a while in a different timeline. Well, weren't you a sprite before? How different did you feel then? I wasn't a sprite. My dead dream self was a sprite. And then I kind of merged with her when I became a god tier. Oh, right. So, half of you was a sprite? I guess? It's more like I'm still the me I always was, but inherited some of her memories? But they are pretty vague. Do you remember what it was like being Jade Sprite? I remember being dead for a long time, and making friends. Mostly trolls. Oh really? Which ones? None that we know of now. That I can remember at least. They feel like such distant memories. Like they were barely real. I have to admit, I am a little disappointed in the dream bubble thing. By the way you were describing it, I really thought we would dream about them on the trip more often. Yeah, me too. Maybe it's something about this place we're traveling through. I don't know. When was the last time you visited one in your sleep? Man, that was weeks ago, I think. Yeah. And then, when I do dream about them, it's just kind of weird. Either I'm alone in my own memory, talking to figments of my imagination, or I dream about someone we know, like a troll we have talked to, and I get excited. But then it turns out they don't know who I am. It's like a version of them that died before they ever even knew us, and it's just kind of awkward. Yep. And I still haven't seen Dave or Rose at all. Have you? Nope. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's not going to happen. I wonder if we're just not sleeping at the same times. I don't think that's it. For one thing, considering where we are, I don't think there's such a thing as the same time for us. Huh, that's true. Do you think the afterlife is just fucking with us, Jade? Maybe. But it's probably more like the way it used to be with the clouds in Skya. They didn't always show you things, but when they did, they were selective about what they would let you see. Like they would make sure you saw whatever you needed to see to make sure things would go the right way. I always thought I knew so much, but in retrospect, they gave me only a tiny glimpse of the big picture. That is so infuriating. I guess. I never felt that way when all I was doing was looking up at some clouds. I was happy to see whatever was there. But I guess it's different in a situation like this, where you miss your friends, and you kinda wish the dream bubbles would play along. Yeah, oh well, I guess it's only 2 more years. 2 more years? Is this only year 1 for you guys? What do you think they will be like by then? Do you think Carcat will have driven them all insane? He's working on it. Probably. Or maybe they will all be better friends with each other than they are with us. We'll look at it this way. By the end of our trip, will you be better friends with a bunch of salamanders than you are with Rose and Dave? I don't know. There are some pretty charming salamanders on this ship. That is true. But you know what I mean. Things have a way of changing. Like, have you thought at all about what it's going to be like when you see Dave again? I mean, after the way things are going with you and Dave Sprite. What do you mean the way things are going? Jade, please. What? Sigh. You're not fooling anyone with your coy shenanigans. What has he been telling you? Nothing. Do you really think he would talk about any of that with me? There are just some obvious conclusions a guy is going to make about stuff. Well, I guess I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. Alright, fair enough. What do you think he would think about that? Huh? The other day, I mean, hypothetically. Aha! So you have thought about it. I'm only wondering because you brought it up. Yes I did. Then, what do you think? I have no idea. We will probably never find out one way or the other regardless. Maybe. Well, what about you, John? What about me even? What kind of weird-ass game is this? remember how you told me how Karkat kept sort of trying to set you up with Rose? Yes. You told me this on more than one occasion if I recall. What is your point? Well, I have kind of wondered to myself if you kept bringing that up because on some level you wanted that to be true? Oh man, Jade, listen. At this point, I could not give less of a rat's ass about romancy stuff. I would rather just play some games and chill out for several years on this magical flying boat. Is that too much to ask? Not at all. That is perfectly fine. When I catch up with Arbat or buddies, I'm sure I would give Rose a nice, friendly hug. Aww. Whereas I will offer Dave a tender bro embrace and shove Karkat down a flight of friendship stairs. Oh, that would be hilarious. But that is it. It's all very complicated and bothersome, Jade. What? You know, matters of the heart, Snicker. Okay, you may laugh at my choice of words, but it is true. It's really befuddling and distracting when you are on a major quest to make universes out of frogs. Who even needs it? I guess you have a point. Like, you remember that troll girl who was sort of into me? Oh, that's true, John. You're like in so many complicated relationships right now. Well, okay, that seemed like a pretty big deal at the time. It really seemed like she liked me, but also she was probably insane. Like, I mean, in a trollish, murderous kind of way. Yikes. But craziness notwithstanding, I didn't really know what to think. I guess I thought she was cool at the time. I was honestly kind of flummoxed about it. But the point is, when all was said and done, that was just some stuff that happened over one day, which was a whole year ago already. That is kind of weird. Because everything happened on that one day and now it's like there's time kind of slowed down. It's like just 3 years of like them chilling out. That's gotta be weird. I barely even remember what we talked about. By the time we meet up, she probably won't give a shit about me at all. Oh, you still don't know that she's dead, dude? Awkward. Which, let's face it, is probably for the best. I think we make things more meaningful in our head when they're happening than they really are. Like, realistically, there were probably a lot of things that went on that day that didn't mean that much. Like, remember how you said you thought Karkat was getting the silly, angry crush on you? That definitely happened, you just didn't realize it. That was just my hunch. Yeah, I mean, do you really think after 3 years he is still going to have the rage hots for you? Look, Karkat just wants to be in everybody's quadrants, and he wants... he's gonna make his whole schedule to make it work, okay? I sincerely doubt it. At least, I hope not. I don't think even he is that crazy. Anyway, my point is, who even cares about all that? Romance and dating are dumb and boring. We are legendary heroes and we have bigger fish to fry. Like that smug fat ass over there in the horizon? He sure looks pleased with himself. Just look at him. He thinks he is the undisputed king of that mountain or something. That is so outrageous. Follow me so we can seize the high ground against this hideous ocean-dwelling marshmallow man and steal all of his treasure. After you! Ahem. Jasper's, holy shit, another cake? Has Jasper just been baking non-stop cake for them? But there are still all these others we haven't touched. Nana's really baking up a storm today. Ahem. Meow. Grr. Jasper's, whoa, what are you doing? Is Jasper saying some kind of weird birthday song? It's like, meow. Wait, how do you meow a birthday song? I don't even know. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Jaspers, no! It's fine if you want to sing me the birthday song, but for the love of God, don't meow it. You're going to rile her up. Meow, 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 John. Grr. No, Jade, come on, please settle down. I can't help it. Grr. God damn it. I mean, just damn it, there's no God there. I'm really not mad at him, I swear. Meow, 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 meow. Woof. Oh my god. The dog in her wants to fight Jasper. Jesus Christ. Control your animal side, Jade. Woof, 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 woof. Hiss. Ah! John's just gonna be. Oh, Juvenile. John's pretty much just gonna be dealing with this for like the next 2 more years. They both have like their sprite powers. Somehow. And yeah. Poor you, man. Did he just knock himself out? Really? Well, okay. Back to Dream World? Hey, maybe he'll see the others. Or, you know, just be in eternal darkness. Unless there's someone else. This is someone's foot, man. Who is it? Someone is either flying by or about to kick John in the face. Well, they're kind of doing both. They're flying by and also kicking him in the face. Or they're using him as a stepping stone. Well, who is it? Who is it? It's Mama Lalan, I do believe. Dreaming. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Is this person again? Who are they, man? What is going on? Mina? Who is this person? They just randomly dropped them here without even any introductions. Hey you, God tier boy. What are you doing there, blue boy? Hey, I'm talking to you. Mina? Who are you, Mina? Yes, you, the dork in the pajamas. Okay, the other dork in pajamas. Be all a pajama party up in here today. Hi, which troll are you? Which troll am I? I'm the best troll, dummy. Now get away from her, she's mine. She's yours in like a friendly way or like an enemy way? I've been hunting her for a whale now. For a whale? What does that mean? It's a fish pun. Saying fish puns is obviously kind of this thing I do. Stupid. Get with the program. Oh, right. I thought it sounded kind of fishy. Ooh, that's a good one. Now beat it. You must be the sea troll. I've heard about you, but I'm pretty sure we never talked. Well, she is a sea troll, but she's not the sea troll that we know. Have you by any chance seen Friska around, or Karkat? Who the fuck are they? All these times are getting like mixed up here. She's probably the ancestor, but like she's currently the kid now, so she's from the alpha world, most likely. Your troll friends? Weren't no friends of mine if I never heard of them. Do you see this golden pointy deal here? Yes. I was gonna use it to poke some holes in that girl there and see what happens. So, clam scray. Oh no, why would you do that? For the halibut. What? Halibut. Okay, that one wasn't that awesome. I thought I told you to clam scray. I'm not sure what clam scray means either. You mean go away. Holy mother glubbin macro, you are a fucking idiot. Well, if you're not gonna go, maybe you can at least tell me something. What? This is the afterlife, isn't it? Which means I'm dead. Right. Yeah, you're dead, probably? Yes, well, it's a dream bubble. So yeah, you are probably a ghost. I knew it. Yes. You're excited to be dead? Excited. Now that you mention it, yes, I am pretty flippin' excited. Why? Because it means my plan worked. What plan, Mina? What are you up to? No good, most likely. What plan? Why would I tell a hornless dork like you something like that? I don't know, just curious about your spooky ghost plan is all. I'm curious about why a couple of freaks like you were sent to welcome me to hell. What are you, demons or something? Pretty lame demons if you ask me. Way too friendly and stupid. No, we're humans. By which I mean aliens, I guess. So like, you're dead aliens, huh? Whoever heard of an alien ghost? I know, right? That's what I think sometimes. It's a strange combination of sci-fi things, like alien stuff is all about science, right? At least it is in movies. Aliens love science, but then ghosts have nothing to do with science. They belong to the supernatural realms, which have more to do with religion, I guess? Or about a lot of hocus pocus and superstition? Maybe even magic. Science rarely enters the equation, unless it's something awesome like Ghostbusters, which makes ghosts and stuff all about science. Even though the ghost science is obviously a bunch of total nonsense, I guess Contact mixes aliens and ghosts because Jodie Foster saw her ghost dad in outer space, but then that was probably just a science projection from an alien to make her feel less sad about her dead dad and not a real ghost or anything. I guess the lesson is that science and aliens teach us that ghosts and religion are fake. John is just going on like freaking spiel here. Although it turns out ghosts and aliens are actually real, so maybe science and religion have been lying to us all along. Shrug. Nerd. Yeah, sorry. So the girl, she like your mate spirit or whatever? What? No, I don't even know her. I kinda thought you knew who she was. Don't know who she is, but I know what she is. She's done. Huh? Ever do any baking, nerd? Yeah, a little. Then you know exactly what you do with something that's done. You stick a fork in it. I'm sorry, what? You want to eat her? She's not cooked yet. See? Mina's crazy. She cray-cray, man. Oh, John. John is such a good kid, always doing his damn best to save even people he don't know. No, better think fast, suck a fish. Snoozing mystery girl, look out! Like, you don't even think she looks kinda like Rose, John? No resemblance there at all? Whoa, is that John? Okay, how did Dave just like come in here? Yeah, I think it is. What the hell is going on? Oh shit, John, watch out. Well, fuck. Looks like he's still an idiot. How are they intruding on this dream bubble here? What is going on, even? Weird stuff has just been happening for this whole year and nothing makes sense. What is this? I think it's Trezzy? Just hanging with her... I forgot what these are called. Scale mates? Her scale mate buddies? Staring at somebody's hive? The heck? Is this her place? Is this the code? The secret code? Why is she crying? It says dead? Or something? What is going on? Trezzy, why are you crying? What's happening? Did you find out something? Erectus Grip AGB and Trolling Gallows Calibrator GC. Man, fuck this. It's a real pain in the ass stepping out long and victorious laughs with only one hand, you know? Gonna have to patch this thing up somehow. Maybe I'll pay a visit to my neighbor a little later. Is this the past or something? Getting my arm fixed nearly ought to be worth enduring the stench. Oh yeah, sick burn from out of nowhere. Take that, Zahak. Haha, neighbor. I can't believe I only thought of that now. I bet he'll get a kick out of that. I bet you even more he won't laugh though. What a boring piece of shit. I know you would think it's funny though, right Trezzy? Man, I sure am glad this little feud of ours is basically over. We're totally even. Now we can just go back to being friends, and things will be great. You won't believe this, but it only occurred to me now that you won't even be able to read this. Even if you do somehow manage to stumble back to your hive, you're blind now. Whoops! It would be a real shame if we couldn't bury the hatchet and be great friends again because of a stupid bullshit reason like that. Bullshit reason like you made her blind. This must be like some dream bubble version of her that doesn't realize that she's dead, and that's why Trezzy's crying, I'm guessing. Oh, I know. Maybe I'll mindjack some random chump and send him to your hive so he can read my messages to you out loud. What a perfect solution. He could be your assisted living slave. I would have had the perfect candidate all lined up, but he recently lost the use of his legs, unfortunately. She's being such a dick though. Oh my god, Frisco. Oh well, I'll just roll with the punches like I always do and find someone else. Just say the word and I'll make him do whatever you want. Read my awesome notes to you, hang some more plush dragons from your tree, pre-chew your food. Well, maybe not pre-chew it, since I didn't exactly knock your teeth out, did I? Maybe more like pre-look at your food to make sure there are bugs in it. See, isn't it great when we're helping each other out instead of maiming each other repeatedly? This is how it should be between Scourge sisters. All the maimings and backstabbings should be safe for the friends and foes who get in our way, don't you think? Hey, what do you want to do for our next campaign, by the way? We can take the next one easy. I try to think of something better suited to your new disability. I mean, I've already pretty much nixed anything involving stairs because of Tavros. Lol. Ain't no one can say I'm not willing to meet people halfway. Whew. I bet she's like being sincere too, which is like the worst part. I'm losing a lot of blood here. Good thing I seem to have a ton of the stuff. We Highbloods are made of some pretty tough shit. What a fucking mess though. Not really looking forward to cleaning this up. I've got to say, your prank was pretty good. Still not sure how you pulled it off. Pretty inconvenient though. It's too bad you're not going to get to read this for a while, if ever. We could be bonding over the great pranks we just pulled on each other. Oh well, guess I'll take off. Before I drop dead like some kind of loser and you never get to hear from me again. See you around, sis. Wow, I can't believe I almost forgot what a completely crazy bitch you were. Hey now, what kind of attitude is that to bring into this memory? Hold up, what? She knows this is a memory and she's still being a total dick about it? Oh, yeah, sorry. Easy there. No need to waste good remorse on such a trivial exchange. I am only reminding you that if you bring too much baggage from the past into the memory, it is doubtful your experience will be either therapeutic or cathartic. What is even going on? She knows this is a memory. What? You're the one who invoked this memory after all. Isn't that why you are here? Is it not what you have been hoping for and fretting you may find since your journey began? A chance to say you're sorry? Vriska, you sound really different. What happened to you out here? Sorry for the ruse. Though it isn't as far from the truth as it possibly could be, I'm not who you think I am. I of course needed to visit you through a memory, and interestingly, this is the one you gave me. No ill will or upsetting hijinks were intended. Who are you? Who are you indeed? It's not Vriska. What the hell? It's probably her ancestor / guardian, so her guardian and her child self, I guess. Arania? Okay, and I'm your friend's ancestor, that explains it. In fact, I'm your Sue in a way. Really? Yes, though not quite how you are picturing. She had an ancestor whom she was aware of, and technically, that is who I am. Wait, so this is my thing then, right? Or is that like an even farther back ancestor? I don't know how this ancestor stuff works. That is to say, she is who I would have become on your world had I arrived in her place. Alas, I did not. She was a figure in your history who preceded you by thousands of solar sweeps, whereas I preceded your entire civilization by billions. I don't get it. I know, just we gotta wait it out. They gotta explain it. This whole crap is very confusing. That's okay. There is plenty of time to sort it all out. I've been keeping an eye on you all for quite a while. Your whole planet, actually. It was very interesting this time around, to say the least. It even had a different name. Alternia. Haha. How heavy-handed can you get? The man responsible was a bit of a wise guy. Wise guy? The Anderson dude? No. He rewrote everything. He had a knack for overzealous storytelling, which is a harmless enough habit usually. I'm guilty of it myself sometimes. But it is not so harmless when the perpetrator is omniscient and omnipotent. Omniscient? You mean Mr. Milkshake? Mr. Milkshake? Who called him that? That's right, but he's dead now, and his story is over. The book on our universe is closed, both for my instance and yours. This being the case, I thought it was the right time to introduce myself. The combined work of my group and yours is unfinished, and the outcome has not been assured. The true ultimate reward has yet to be achieved. No safe haven has been created that is free from the devastation caused by Mr. Milkshake's grand deception. Our race still teeters on extinction. The members of your party and one noteworthy fugitive are the sole survivors. We must work together to create that haven and restore our race so that the sacrifices we all made will not be in vain. But in order to repair the unthinkable damage that has been done, we need to allow ourselves the chance to heal first. Old wounds, old regrets, they will serve no purpose on the rest of your journey. Regrets? Are you talking about me and Vriska? Sure, you have to start somewhere. Do you know where she is? Not at the moment, but the more time you spend here, the more likely it is you will find whomever you are looking for. On the other hand, if it is the unknowable will of the gods, you may dance around each other indefinitely as you pass through this space. It is hard to say. Oh, okay then. I'm not sure whether to be relieved or frustrated by that. Well, if she had been dwelling in this bubble like you thought, what would you want to say to her? Surely you would not have just argued about the past. No, I still don't know what I would say to her. Then what would you say to me? I'm sure Trezzy is sad about something. She was crying earlier. Unless there was just some other random liquids that were coming out from her eye. I would say, even though she did some bad things and was totally impossible most of the time, I wish she wasn't dead. Is it weird to miss somebody who did nothing but cause problems? No, I can empathize. She was a serious troublemaker in your party. Many player groups have to deal with those. I feel as though we had one of the worst cases in our party, but when all was said and done, she was still our friend. I keep wondering if there was another way. Something other than letting her go, or killing her. I try to remember what I saw when I looked into the vortices of possibility, and I just can't remember anything besides those options. Even if those other choices would have resulted in death for everyone. Was that really all I was capable of? Either losing the nerve to go through with it, or stabbing her in the back, and nothing else? At that moment, perhaps, you know very well the channels of possibility at that exact juncture resulted from her decision paths as well as yours. But even so, when it comes to your key decisions, the possibilities are probably fewer and more discrete than you have presumed. Otherwise, you would not see results consolidated into those vortices, would you? Possibility would resemble an enormous, hazy field of infinitely subtle variations and micro-choices. Imagine if at that moment you truly were capable of anything, no matter how outlandish, absurd, or patently fruitless. How would this vast amount of information present itself to you through your senses? What difference would it make in your final decision if all other tributaries of whim spilled into the same decaying future? And what would this make of your agency as a hero meant to learn and grow? Look at it this way. Imagine that over the course of someone's life, they're truly capable of every conceivable action at any moment, and did indeed take each of those actions in different branching realities. Doesn't a scenario like that deaden a person's agency just as much as one where their fate is decidedly etched in stone as a single path of unavoidable decisions? Who exactly is that person who can and does take all conceivable actions, other than someone perfectly generic, who only appears to have unique predilections and motives when you examine the arbitrary path they happen to occupy? I don't know. Pardon the esoteric tangent. These are my instincts as a hero of light kicking in. It's hard for us to resist prattling on about matters like this. Oh god, like Rose. Yeah, she never shuts up about it. No offense. You may seek to understand your decisions and look for justice in their consequences. You may wonder why honorable choices from the innocent are punished by banishment to a timeline in which everyone dies and all is gradually dissolved. It helps to understand your role, not just as a hero who must overcome, but as a single capillary within a much larger bio-existential system. Think of it like a circulatory system, where the veins and capillaries that do not help the overall flow of blood through the system are likely to wither and die. Those are doomed offshoots. Reality itself is using you and many others to propagate its own existence. Strictly speaking, there is only one path to its successful propagation, but it still permits you to make choices. Not all that are conceivable, but some, nevertheless, are dictated by who you are and the challenges you face, and you are free to make key decisions however you like, as long as you understand that some of these paths unfairly or will not lead to oblivion, because those choices do not contribute constructively to the perpetuation of all existence, including your own. Such is the burden assumed by anyone who plays this game. Well, it sounds like a hell of a burden. Yeah, I guess I understood some of that, but never quite put it all together that way. I don't think I was a great seer of mind. Well, you aren't finished being one, are you? Meh. I don't think of myself that way anymore. I used to feel like some pretty hot shit. Directing battle traffic against the king and all flipping coins in people's faces and stuff. It seems silly now. I don't think I ever knew what I was doing. When I confronted her, and it was time to make up my mind, I thought I had it all figured out. Like this was what I had to do. Not just to save everybody, but as some stupid rite of passage or something. Then it came time to do it, and it was all happening so fast, and I forced my own hand. I could either let everyone die in one reality, or kill a friend in another. And I tell myself those were the only two vortices I saw. But then, I was the one who made this series of decisions, which led up to that choice, and completely painted the options into that corner. Anyway, I just wish I could tell her that. Which one would you tell it to? Huh? The one who fought with Noir, or the one who didn't? Oh, I mean, I guess either? But I was thinking more about the one whose death I'm actually responsible for. Well, this could either be my experience as an ancient ghost talking, or the perspective I am naturally given to as a light player. But aren't you equally responsible for both? I guess? I can see why you would feel more responsibility for one than the other. My perspective is informed by my class and aspect. It was to my advantage as a healer to see things a little differently, to find equanimity across many different outcomes. Oh? There's more to the realization of our roles than gaining flashy powers, and there's more to healing than repairing battle damage. You killed a friend, and you understandably feel regret. But it's done. She is gone, and you are still here. Now what? I don't know, now what? You could look for absolution through rationalization. Everyone would have died if you didn't take action, so why trouble yourself with guilty emotion? But there's no real healing power in believing that. And I don't think it's what you wanted to tell yourself anyway, is it? Not really. Or what about through renunciation of responsibility? If you were just a tool used by reality to perpetuate itself, where's the blame? But that would be another empty idea that has no power to heal. Yeah, I've tried rationalizing stuff that way. Doesn't really help. You've been led to believe such acts of violence are natural for your kind, and that if you're upset by the consequences, then something is wrong with you. but it isn't as natural as you might think. The conditioning was a part of Milkshake's long con. Violence was respected and celebrated in your world, but remorse was rarely felt and pain could never heal due to such empty justifications. We died out a wounded race, and you are all that's left. The process of healing first involves sifting through what it isn't, what happens to be almost everything your troubled mind has to offer. Then what do I do? What's the answer? There isn't one. It takes time, and it's only accelerated by looking at things honestly. This is what I did as a Sylph of Light, helped people see things. I could even perform the feat literally if you want it. Whoa, what? It's up to you, of course. Oh, she could give her back the ability to see? But would she see things differently with her physical eyes rather than her sense of smell? Thanks for asking, but I'd rather just stay this way. Learning to sense things this way was the only connection I ever had with my Lucis before she died. It reminds me of her. That probably sounds dumb though. Not at all, that's a very good reason. I thought the polite thing to do was at least offer. It's cool that you want to help heal me and all, but I still don't really know anything about you. Other than that you seem like some sort of much nicer Friska. Where were you from again? Alternia before Vanilla Milkshake named it that? Yes, but in a different universe instance, I often refer to as A1? Oh, the universe. Right. The shorthand helps avoid confusion, trust me. My group of 12 played the game, but failed. It overwhelmed us. A lot went wrong. The Reckoning destroyed our battlefield well before we had any hope of winning. I sought advice from Echidna, and she told me how to scratch the session to give us another chance. But the choice to do so came with accepting the annihilation of our existing forms. In the new instance, we would lead completely different lives with no memory of what happened. So we did, and created A2. Your instance, your world, and your game in which we were all inexplicably created in the first place. So both of them did a scratch, which I guess has happened to make it happen, I don't know. As I said, this time around the world was interesting. That's when trolls became terrible? Not all of you. Some had lessons from the old world to teach others, but few ever heard them. So in your time, everyone was as nice as you? Well, I wouldn't say everyone, because there seems like there's some pretty mean trolls. Not exactly, but life was pretty mild and uneventful. I'm not even sure if I was especially nice by our standards. Mostly kind of boring. Nobody from my party liked me a whole lot. I think I talked too much and had a habit of bringing conversations back around to myself. Yeah, that's very much a Friska quality. Not that it matters anyway, but it was not the best way to make friends. You really are like a nice Friska. I don't know, I was friends with her and she did almost nothing but talk about herself. I'm pretty sure you and I would have been good friends too. Thanks. It goes to show, just because your race is peaceful doesn't mean you don't have problems. I used to fantasize about being someone really outgoing and dramatic. Someone who had the confidence to do whatever she wanted. Like, go on the most outrageous adventures without caring what anyone thought about her. Like someone from a book, you know? Yes, I used to think about that a lot too. It turned out I actually got what I wanted after the reset. Unfortunately, it came along with our people's enslavement and near extinction. Not that I really got to live as her exactly, but at least I got a chance to follow her life. And it was a very long life. Being here for ages has its benefits. Exactly how long have you been all living in dream bubbles? Or, I mean, not living? It has been a very long time. So long, time has been stripped of the meaning it never really had in the first place. It doesn't really pass in the same way it does when you're alive. Concepts like now and how long are figures of speech used to make communication simpler. I've quit trying to give expression to the elusive temporal properties of this place. It's easier staying conversational. But I will say that being here for so long lends itself to a certain detachment from what you see. Otherwise, monitoring the atrocities stemming from our failure wouldn't be much fun. Do you miss your world as much as I do? Yes, sometimes. But missing it usually invites memories of home to serve as the stage. Not that it's a substitute for the previous reality, but the reminders of home are everywhere. What about your friends? I guess you still get to hang out with them all. Yes, I see them often enough. Except for one, whom I haven't seen at all since before we all died. In fact, she's the only reason we are here in the first place, as opposed to merely ceasing to exist upon the scratch. In life, she was the only one I would have called a close friend in a way. The thing is, Nobody liked her much either. We had that in common. Wow, it's been that long since you saw her? Remember how I said the gods could keep you dancing around someone you're looking for indefinitely? Yeah, but billions of sweeps? Well, billions, yes, in a manner of speaking. Is she by any chance the troublemaker you were talking about? That's right. In fact, we are on our way to visit her now. Oh, so that's where this branch is taking us. Notice the moon up there? And not the larger green interloper? That one never belonged to my world. It is your memory, not mine. Yeah, the cute little bubblegum moons? That's where she is? It's the setting of the memory she entered. From her perspective, she has just arrived here. Your friends should be joining us too, before your meteor clears the bubble. Maybe together we can bring the Thief of Life up to speed. The Thief of Life? She's about her friend, right? Because I think Friska is a Thief of Light? Unless I'm remembering that wrong somehow. Hey, these ears. Oh, they're still battling it out here? I feel like there's no way one person will win because they're equal in power. Unless like something different happens. Except he kind of liked her, so maybe he could potentially lose, just like a very slight chance. But she hates his guts, so she gotta murder him. What? Is this Lord English? Lord English is holding the green sun. Kane, oh, how dare you do that to Miss Paint? You're a very rude guest. Oh, Hussybot, you're still alive. I thought you were dead. Oh, shit. Shit indeed, my dude. What are you gonna do, man? How could he be here already? Why did I not see this coming? I don't know, dude. You were busy, like, trying to baby... What's his face? Jack. Or should I say Slick? The dude is always already here. When it comes to being here, already is practically all he ever is. Okay, time to stop babbling and think. Think, imagination. Ugh, the one time I really need you. Oh no, Slick. What's he up to now? Can he stop causing trouble? Stop causing trouble, dude. We have bigger problems on our hands. Slick, he's come here to finish you off. We have got to hide you somewhere. Now that Rufio is gone, you are my only friend. Wait, Hussybot, is this the only reason you're helping him? Wow. Oh, you're good company too. Humanimal Butler, who may or may not be author. I didn't mean nothing by it. Was that Slick? Oh yeah, Miss Payne too, of course. That's a little different. Hey, what do you mean? So what's her story? Is she available? No, she is not available. And just what do you mean by that? No, she will not be available soon either. Miss Payne's a little bit busy right now, so you guys, I don't know, take care of your problems and go help her. Dude, he's stabbing him again. Stop it, Slick. Hey, get back in bed. I'm trying to save your ass here. Go ahead, stab all you want, like your stupid curmudgeonly shankings aren't so totally played out already. Shh. Oh my god, the footsteps. That horrible peg leg on my hardwood floors. He's coming. Yeah, my poor hardwood floors, man. There's no time to lose. We've got to get you out of here. Why is he trying to... Okay, yeah, I mean, sure, get him out of here, but also try not to kill him? Oh. Why is he trying to come kill him? I don't understand. Well, hope you survived that fall. Now if I can just go grab this paint and sneak out the back door before it's too... Are you kidding me? He's already here again? Talk about a one-trick pony. Fine. I mean, he's always already here, you know? We settled this now. Jeez, he's huge though? What's that, English? You look nervous. Could it be you weren't expecting me to know your only vulnerability? You've underestimated my omniscience almost as badly as I overestimated as a matter of daily routine. Your reign of terror comes to an end here, on this balcony overlooking an enchanted cliffscape host to innumerable gorgeous stallions. How ironic that your very demise will be in the proximity of some horses. What? You didn't follow that? Just think it over. Think it over. I mean, I didn't follow that either, but... While you die. Shit. Oh shit, fuck. Shit, fuck. I forgot. What kind of fucking idiot keeps his doodly white magnum loaded with only one tiny cue ball? God damn you, Scratch. Cue ball? Where? I guess you used it already. He just throws a gun at him. Bonk. That dude is one ugly mofo. What the hell? He just turned his scepter into like a freaking gun. What? is this crazy man? He's too powerful. He's so... What? What? It's like some kind of weird Harry Potter showdown. Okay, that gun looks super deadly, or deadly. Way deadlier than the one I just threw at you, and I am probably screwed. But there is one thing you probably weren't counting on, and that thing is magic being real. God, I hope magic is real. God, I hope magic is real too. Please let magic be real. Please let magic be real. Please let magic be real. I believe that magic is real right now. I believe so hard in its reality that it is becoming slightly less fake before our very eyes. I believe its fakeness was just a lie coughed up from a dark magician's spurious asshole. I believe it varies. I believe dragons are bullshit. I believe heartily in the giggles of all the cherubs in heaven and the metric tones of special stardust they consume each day to feel their laughter. I believe with the conviction of a million frothing zealots and the combined pranks of a billion leprechauns strong, and in the tiny erections they get from playing them. But most of all, I believe in you, Rufio. I believe in you. Oh fuck, what am I kidding? Magic is fake as shit. Dude, what even? I failed you, Rufio. Good God. I failed you. Is he gonna die? I think he's going down. Well. Goodbye, Hussybot. Dead. What? This looks like Frisco, though. Literally, what? What's happening? Is he really, like, dead? Dude, what is this even? What the hell is this supposed to be? The horses that live on Hussybot? Wait, this is Frisco. Frisco, what are you doing here? And which version of this is you, or whatever? Because I believe the one that died was hanging out with Dead John? What? What? Is it over? Really? Okay. Oh, it's not done. Or... Wait, I'm advancing the flash by doing that or something? What's going on? This is weird. What is this horse animation I'm supposed to be looking at here? Is she just wandering around the desert? Chilling with horses? This is super weird. This is what happens when you're out in the desert for too long with no water. You start getting weird hallucinations. It's Hussy! Like the real one. Not the bot. What does this all mean? Will... you... help me? Marry me? Hold on, what? Also, is that the prototyping ring? I'm sorry, but what? What the hell just happened? Okay, first of all, what? Second of all, what? Third of all, can trolls use those rings? I don't think so. Was that even a prototyping ring? What the hell even? What the heck did I just watch? I have no idea. So she was wandering, well, first of all, I don't know which version of this Frisca is, and she was just wandering out in the middle of nowhere and then she finds Hussy. Presumably the real one, not the Hussy bot. I don't even know why there's a Hussy bot. But, you know, he's dead. So, whatever, I guess. There's an end of year thing here. End of year 3. Wait, hold up. End of year 3? That ended really fast. Because just like a couple pages ago, it was end of year 1, right? Or is this just like end of year 3 for Homestuck? I'm guessing it's end of year 3 for just Homestuck, so the kids are still on their 3-year journey. Which I don't know what that means, but... Okay, curtain closed. Well guys, that is the end of Act 6 Intermission 2, I believe? I have no idea what the hell just happened. So, it was just like... I love how it's just like 1 year of basically the kids antagonizing each other. It was basically their troll chats, but like face to face. And then at least John and Jade is kind of sort of having a chill time. But then sometimes they would just randomly see the ancestor trolls. And some of them are, well, I should say all of them that we've seen are definitely real weirdos. And I don't quite understand them yet. But supposedly they're supposed to be like nicer versions than the kid trolls because they live in, or at least like the first universe they lived in was like a nicer troll planet, but then the scratch happened and because of, you know, stupid vanilla milkshake, everything went way worse. And I don't know, I guess they had their scratch and now we're having our scratch. And then Hasibat got murdered, and then the real Hasi found Friska, and then he asked her to, I don't know what's going on anymore. I guess we just gotta go back to the Alpha Kids and see what the hell's going on. But for now, I will leave this video here, so thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will talk to you all in the next video.